You like to think you're in control behind the wheel, right? But the truth is, you're being played. There is an invisible puppet master at work, silently telling you when to speed up, when to stay in your lane, and exactly where you're allowed to turn. And the craziest part? You obey it without a second thought. I'm talking about road markings, a masterpiece of psychological engineering hidden in plain sight. Today, we're going beyond the paint. We're exploring the secret messages hidden in plain sight, from why they glow at night to the hidden Morse code that's secretly keeping you alive. In the early 1900s, driving wasn't the organized commute we know today. It was more like a high-speed game of chicken. Imagine a world where the road was just a massive, gray free-for-all. There were no lanes, no boundaries, and certainly no rules about who owned which side of the dirt. Drivers shared the space like a crowded sidewalk, relying on nothing but prayer and a steady hand to avoid a head-on collision. In 1917, Dr. June McCarroll was run off the road by a passing truck. Realizing that sharing wasn't working, she took matters into her own hands, literally. She hand-painted a simple white stripe down the center of Indio Boulevard in California. That single line was a revolution. It acted like a silent mediator, finally giving drivers a visual boundary to cling to. This asphalt etiquette turned chaotic paths into predictable systems, proving that sometimes the most sophisticated life-saving technology isn't a complex machine, but a simple, well-placed stroke of paint. Ever wonder why the road isn't a rainbow of colors? White lines are the friendly neighbors of the road. They separate traffic moving in the same direction, acting like the subtle margins on a notebook page, keeping your thoughts and your care in a straight line. But when the color shifts to yellow, the tone of the conversation changes. Yellow is the universal caution light. It separates you from the terrifying reality of oncoming traffic. We use yellow for two-way roads because it's the most visible color to the human eye under stress. It's like a psychological barrier. While a white line says, "Stay here," a yellow line screams danger on the other side. Whether it's a rainy night or a foggy morning, that yellow glow is designed to pop against the black asphalt, keeping you from a head-on disaster. This is also part of the reason why school buses are painted yellow. While this white same, yellow opposite rule is the gold standard in the US and much of the world, it isn't universal. Some countries use white for everything, relying purely on line patterns. But here, those two colors are the silent guardians of your daily commute. Think of road patterns as a simple set of yes and no signals. First, we have the broken white lines. These are the green lights of lane changing. They tell you, yes, you can move over. They keep traffic flowing smoothly by letting you pass slower cars or get to your exit, as long as you check your mirrors first. Next is the solid white line. This one says, wait, stay in your lane. You'll see these at busy intersections or narrow bridges. While it's not always illegal to cross them, the road is strongly advising you that it's much safer to stay exactly where you are. Finally, the solid yellow line is the ultimate no. It's the strictest rule on the asphalt. When you see this, the road is warning you that you cannot see far enough ahead to pass safely. It's there to prevent the worst-case scenario, a head-on collision. In short, broken lines give you freedom, while solid lines are there to protect you from hidden dangers. It's a simple language designed to get everyone home in one piece. Intersections are the most complex puzzles on the road, and specific markings are there to help us solve them. First, look for those thick, solid white bars stretching across your lane. Think of these as the finish line for your car. Their job is to tell you exactly where your nose belongs when the light turns red. By stopping behind this line, you're not just following the law. You're creating a safe buffer zone for pedestrians and ensuring that turning trucks have enough room to swing wide without clipping your bumper. Then there's the yellow box junction, often filled with diagonal crisscross lines. The rule here is simple. Never enter this space unless your exit is completely clear. These yellow diagonal lines are designed to prevent local congestion, the frustrating situation where vehicles get stuck in the middle of an intersection, paralyzing traffic in all directions. Have you ever wondered why these lines seem to glow under your headlights at night? The secret lies in millions of tiny, microscopic glass beads embedded in the paint. These beads act like miniature cat's eyes, catching your car's light and bouncing it right back to your eyes, a process known as retroreflection. Without this liquid light, driving in a rainstorm or on a pitch-black highway would be like navigating a dark room without a flashlight. In many areas, engineers take it a step further by installing physical cat's eyes or raised pavement markers. They don't just provide a visual guide, they offer a tactile warning. If your tires wander, the thump-thump sound tells you exactly where you are. Today, these markings are evolving into smart systems using advanced thermoplastics that can survive extreme heat and snow. They are no longer just static lines. They are the high-definition software of the asphalt, constantly working to ensure that even when visibility is at its worst, the path home remains crystal clear. If road markings are a language, then different countries speak with their own unique accents. In the United States, we've perfected the white versus yellow binary to tell same-way traffic from oncoming danger. However, cross the Atlantic into Europe, and you'll find a different philosophy. Many European nations, like the England or Germany, rely almost exclusively on white paint for everything. They use thickness, spacing, and zigzag patterns to communicate what we do with color. These differences aren't just random, they reflect local culture and geography. For instance, in Nordic countries, road markings have to fight against months of heavy snow, leading to a heavy reliance on physical markers that snowplows won't destroy. Meanwhile, in crowded Asian metropolises, you might see vibrant blue lanes dedicated solely to buses or bicycles, acting like a fast pass through the urban gridlock. While the world hasn't agreed on a single universal font for our roads, the goal remains the same everywhere: using local innovation to turn chaotic transit into a predictable science. It's a global conversation written in paint, tailored to the specific needs of every civilization. Next time you find yourself behind the wheel, take a second to appreciate that simple stripe of paint. It's not just a boundary, it's a masterpiece of history, psychology, and safety engineering working in perfect harmony. From June McCarroll's first hand-painted line to the microscopic glass beads that light our way today, these markings are the unsung heroes of the modern world. They turn millions of independent vehicles into a synchronized dance of steel and asphalt. But as we head toward a future of self-driving cars and smart cities, we have to wonder, what's next for the road? Will these lines become digital signals beamed directly to your dashboard? Or will the asphalt itself evolve into a glowing, interactive interface? The language of the road has been talking to us for over a century, and it's just getting started. What do you think the highways of 2050 will look like? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below. One simple fact at a time. That's how we understand the world. Like, subscribe to Simple Why and tell us your question below. Your why could be our next video.